Hey, what's up, you guys? Choose here. I am going to attempt to make this long overdue video. Some of you have requested that I do a gum chewing, half whisper, half soft spoken um, video, turning pages of a book. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it. Now, this will not be like typical content on my channel here. I would typically do this kind of content on my Rainbow Room channel, but I figured everyone is gonna get me here, so it'll be a different video today. Again, I hope you all enjoy the content. I will be chewing probably a combination of these icebreakers, which they don't break much ice at all. I like the grape flavor, but the flavor doesn't last very long. And I may switch up and do the sweet watermelon extra. I got 3 books from Thrift Books. You guys heard of Thrift Books? I had not heard of them until I ordered these books. And I got, and you'll have to excuse that, my face isn't seen, but my hope is that it's the sound that you guys are going to be focusing on. So I got 3 books that I ordered a while back. Billboard, the Billboard Book of Top 40 Albums. And basically it just has all the just information about Billboard albums, chart information, and little like stories about I think the albums or the artists. I looked at it a little bit, but the Billboard Book of Top 40 Hits. And these are I'm just showing you because I'm probably gonna look into these and do videos featuring them in the future. But today, I think I'm gonna do the Billboard Book of One-Hit Wonders. Now, let me get some gum going. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now, these go back as far back as the 50s. I'm not gonna start there. I'm gonna start back a little later. In fact, much later. We're gonna go to like the late 70s. I'm gonna see if I can find there, right to it. Okay. So, I don't know if some of you are young enough to remember Steve Martin's King Tut. Do you remember that? It peaked at number 17. It was released August 12th, or it peaked at number 17 on August 12th, 1978. And this is what it says. A former wild and crazy stand-up comedian and current maestro of comic invention on the big screen, Steve Martin has earned accolades from audiences and critics alike. These days, he's primarily an actor and screenwriter. The list of his cinema credits include is long, I'm sorry. The Jerk, Pennies from Heaven, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, The Man with Two Brains, Lonely Guy, All of Me, Roxanne, Trains and Boats and Planes, The Three Amigos, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and Parenthood, a movie that I love. When not thus occupied, Steve has also made comedy records like Let's Get Small, A Wild and Crazy Guy, Comedy Is Not Pretty, and the Steve Martin Brothers. Rarely has the Martin Man been found in the 45 RPM format. Among the latter efforts are Grandmother's Song, King Tut, given a full production treatment on an early Saturday Night Live, and The Sadistic Cruel Shoes. All of these are worth a listen. Okay. I just thought some of y'all would remember that. Then they have, and these are one-hit wonders, and they have people like Alicia Bridges. Oh, I love the nightlife. I like to boogie on the disco round. Oh, yay. You remember that one. Alicia's not saying how old she is, but we do know that she was born and raised in Lawndale, North Carolina. Also, here she's a big old lesbian, too. The disco staple, I Love the Nightlife, was not Alicia's first or last recording, but it certainly looked like it. Nightlife was her Grammy nominee for Best Song of the Year. Her follow-up, Body Heat, was less successful. And she says, since I turned to guitar one Sunday, music has been the most important thing in my life. There are people I love and care about, but music is the moving force. I live it, and I'm dedicated to it. Cheryl, Lynn, Got to Be Real. So if you all know Got to Be Real. What you think? You know that song. Cheryl Lynn is a big woman. Sorry. So this song peaked at number 12 on the pop charts in February of '79. So Cheryl Lynn is a big woman, but critics have also noticed she's hugely talented. Who's writing this stuff? Wait, we gotta wait till Dan S. goes away. Hold on. Okay. Thank you, Dan. You know what is projected on television, Miss Lynn told Black Star's Jerry E. Summers. We never saw the large-sized woman until a few years ago. Now we have the Jennifer Hollidays and Nell Carters. We have more of the Cheryl Lynns, meaning big women. Delbert Langston believed in her. He was her manager and boyfriend, and arranged for Cheryl to audition for the Gong show. I guess Delbert got tired of me singing in church and thought I could do more. He begged me to audition, and I argued because I was kind of shy. I didn't like being in front of people because I was inhibited. I've never liked being in front of the guys because I didn't want them snickering. And she was born in Los Angeles, March 11, 1957. Oh, her real name is Lydia Smith. Del, who was her boyfriend, was forming a group called Happy, Free, and Easy and needed a girl's voice. He found one in Cheryl Lynn. They remained together for a few years, doing gigs whenever and wherever. Finally, in 1976, Langston set Cheryl up with auditions for the Gong show and for the national touring company of The Wiz. She was accepted for both, and while waiting for the Gong episode to air, Lynn subbed for 3 months as the Wicked Witch of the West. She says, when the show aired, I got a call from Chuck Barris, production company. He says, you're going to be a star overnight. We've never gotten a response like this for anybody on the Gong Show. Producer Bob Johnston brought her to the attention of the powers at Columbia Records. Once they viewed the 90-second Gong spot, she was signed to the label. Her self-titled debut album and single, Gotta Be Real, were instant successes. Over the years, she has followed through with Star Love, I love that song, and Shake It Up Tonight. Shake it up tonight. Show you how to party right. Okay, sorry. And Encore. Now, there are lots of Instagram, TikToks, and things that feature this song Encore. You've probably seen some of the videos. I don't know how the trend began, but now you can hear this song and people like your age are dancing to it. I think that's so cool. I always just wonder, like, why that song? Anyway, it's great. Her string of R&B hits is impressive. 16 singles on the listings through 1988, including a duet with Luther Vandross. If this world were mine, I would lay at your feet. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Let's open this one. Let's try to get it open. Hopefully there's some good sounds for y'all here. It's hard to know if I can be heard. I got the microphone close. I'm sorry about that. You got Bobby Caldwell. What you won't do for love? I love that song. You tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you. Let me get out. Let me sing. I need a ward, ring my bell. Ain't no stopping us now. With Fat and Whitehead. Let's see if I can get into the 80s. Here's some 80s. You don't really want to stop. No. Don't you stop it. Let's do Devo. Whip it. Whip it good. It peaked at number 14, November 15, 1980. It's still difficult to tell whether this bizarre quintet from Akron, Ohio was serious or just plain mentally disturbed. Oh, this is a long one on them. Devo popularized emotionless singing, jerky hypnotic sounds, identical looks, flower pot hats, and toilet seat collars, yellow jumpsuits, paper eyewear, and contorted theories about the de-evolution of mankind. And by the way, side note, their songs are both kooky and brilliant. Were these guys for real? The New Music Express, a British magazine, surmised that these characters see themselves as mirror image representatives to the proletariat of the vegetable kingdom. Song and dance men miming the plight of the human race in the modern world. The Devo story dates back to the 70s in Akron, Ohio. Try to see what it says about them. I think there were only a few of them, and then there were 5 of them. Despite the S&M connotations of Whippet, Devo received massive airplay, and the single went gold. 2 other 45s, Working in the Coal Mine, a herky-jerky remake of the Lee Dorsey classic, and Theme from Dr. Detroit from 1983, followed. All 7 of their albums have sold well, particularly Freedom of Choice and New Traditionalists. I would check out Devo, for sure. Joy Starberry. Okay, so I love this song, particularly the chorus. Joy Starberry sings the theme from Greatest American Hero. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Never thought I could feel so free. Running away on a wing and a prayer. Ooh, okay, that's right. It hit number 2, August 15, 1981. Little Joy was first won acclaim from his peers with his Elvis impersonation at a kindergarten show and tell session. What do they say about this song? That's what I want to know. To support himself, he did backup vocals for Loretta Lynn and sang on various recording projects run by producer Mike Post. Mike enlisted him to sing the theme to an upcoming ABC TV series, The Greatest American Hero. Excuse me. The series, about a bumbling superhero, carried on for 2 years, which I never saw a single episode. But Joy Starberry's visibility in the record industry did not last quite as long. The follow-up single, When She Dances, would be Starberry's last chart showing. I don't even know that one. After his separation from Elektra Records, Joy recorded a single or 2 for RCA. Nothing much happened. And currently, Joy occasionally plays second base for the Thousand Oaks Softball League. I don't know when this was published, but we got Soft Cell, Tainted Love. Toni Basil, Mickey. I have this album, although Mickey is not from this album. This was the follow-up album. I have it on vinyl still. Very good album. I wish they would put her stuff back on where you can stream it. What do you say about a woman who was practically the most influential choreographer of popular music? Asked Bette Midler of Dance Magazine's Kevin Grubb. This is someone who found street dancing before anyone knew what it was. That's actually very true. Before anyone knew what it was, and successfully commercialized it. She taught David Byrne how to move. Anthony Tudor wrote her fan letters. She pretty much discovered Devo. Okay, that part I don't think I knew. She's helped provide Bowie with an identity. I don't know if I knew that quite either. Her style has been ripped off by so many other choreographers. It's about time she got her due. Toni was born Antonia Basilota in 1950 in Philadelphia. Oh, she's got a long one. Oh, I'm just trying to get to. As for her musical moment, oh, as for her musical moment, Mickey was not Basil's first foray into popdom. Her recording history dates back to 1966 and two singles for A&M, Breakaway and I'm 28. Mickey, originally titled Kitty and unsuccessfully recorded by a group called Smile, was cut in 1980 as a pre-MTV music video, but Chrysalis record label passed on the record and its cheerleader concept until the overseas success of Mickey prompted the label to reconsider. I didn't know that. Single eventually sold 2 million copies. Mickey was hotter than the flame on a candle. Oh my God. To date, Toni has had only 2 other pop platters released. Shopping from A to Z, I love that song. And Over My Head, I love that too. And that is on the album I showed you. You can find videos for both on YouTube. Her debut album, Word of Mouth, went gold, but after her second album failed to generate much in the way of revenue, Chrysalis Records let her go. Early in 1988, she signed with Island Records. Okay. They got Musical Youth. Pass the Dutch. Sorry. Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Frida, I know there's something going on. I know there's something going on. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom. Boom, 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 boom. With drums by Phil Collins. I remember that one. Dexy's Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen. Oh, see that this is my period now. 80s pop. Thomas Dolby, Kaja Gugu, Taco, Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you don't know. He didn't do the song first, of course, but on the Jump in the Saddle band, they did the Girly Shuffle. Do any of you 80s heads remember the Girly Shuffle? Hey Mo, hey Mo, hey Mo. Well, yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, this is going to be fun to revisit. Although most of this I feel like I know. Why is Weird Al listed as... Why is he listed as a one-hit wonder? I think he had more than just one hit. Maybe Eat It was the biggest hit. Because there was Like a Surgeon, I Lost on Jeopardy, King of Suede. Anyway, Tracy Ullman, They Don't Know. I love that song. I'm gonna have to go back and I gotta definitely do a part 2. And I mean, my God, they've got people like, most of these people, I don't even know. Like from the 60s, whoever the one-hit wonders, whoever these people are, I don't know at all. But what I like to do, like if I read something on one of these artists that I found really intriguing, I would try to find them on Spotify just to see what the music sounded like. Singing Nun. Was this a real woman? I heard of the Singing Nun. In the spring of 1963, Sister Luke Gabrielle, born Janine Deckers, 1933, and a chorus of 4 other nuns from a convent in Fickermont, Belgium, recorded a dozen or so original tunes at the Philips Studios in Brussels. Decker's songs had been winners at youth retreats held at the monastery, and the order's elders wanted Philips Records to record and press up several hundred copies for the convent's own use. Bigwigs at the label, delighted with the simple, uplifting creations the good sister was offering, decided to test market some of her recordings in Europe. An album released as by Sawyer Sister Smile sold well, so that the Singing Nun and a single, Dominique Decker's tribute to the founder. Why can't I read now? So the song was called Dominique. The song was eventually issued in the United States. The response was unbelievable. Both the album and single rocketed to the top of the charts and stayed there for weeks. See, now something like that I would look up, just to hear how it sounds. Let me go back here. I'm glad these books were cheap. I swear I don't know any of these people. Now I've heard of course I've heard of Cannonball Adderley. Buffalo Springfield, I know for what it's worth. Something's happened in here. I think this might be it, you guys. Why is Bill Cosby listed as a one-hit wonder? Maybe he only had one hit. Song was called Little Old Man, but that's Stevie Wonder. Oh, maybe he must have did a version of it. Interesting. Okay. I think that's going to be it, you guys. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I was able to give you the sounds you were looking to have, looking to hear, and all that good stuff. Let me just, this is a tribute to Juicy Tingles. She would do this all the time. I can't pop the gum, no. Those days are over. And I'm not gonna do it that long.